Welcome to Spiritual Tea Podcast. Spirituality is a shared global language, and each week we spill all the tea on spiritual current affairs and investments all over a cup of tea. I am your host, Alicia, with my son and co-host, Jamie.
Woo, applause track.
Okay, my spiritual tea friends, I have my cup of tea.
I got my cup of tea.
Jamie is back from his vacation, living his best life.
You already know.
We still have our special co-host here with us today for this special edition.
Yep. It's Jamie Griffin. Thank you.
He was the only one clapping. If you
I love the double introduction.
Our special co-host, as I was saying, is my daughter Jasmine. She's back here with us today.
Hello.
Hi there. Did you like that little sound bite? Hi there. That was in the...
That sounded nothing like the sound bite.
Okay. So I have my cup of tea. Do you have your cup of tea?
Me too.
Jasmine?
Jasmine needs it. Jasmine's out here yawning.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking some strong chai tea.
Okay. Jazz, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking Yogi's Perfect Energy.
I am drinking chai tea with turmeric.
Yeah.
And my tea tag says, when you act with compassion, you will never be wrong.
Mine says you are unlimited.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Mine says your greatness is not what you have, it's what you give. I mean, I think I have it and I give it, both. So I think this is kind of incorrect.
Okay. We're going to start off with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, is it that theme song? I want to see how long you're going to go for. Yeah,
that was impressive.
A little bit more energy next up. It was better than what she just did.
What?
What?
That sounds pretty good.
No.
Today is the final episode of the game.
The long journey is about to end.
And there's so many theories. There's so many reactions from last episode. There's so much to talk about. Where should we begin?
So let's talk about Jasmine. She is one of the million petition signers. We got her on the show, everybody.
So, those who do not know, Jasmine, do you want to explain the petition that has a million signatures, and yours is one of them?
You're part of the million-person club, guys.
Do you want to explain?
You found a home.
Do you want to explain?
Just explain to me the process. I don't even know. How'd you find it?
Well, first of all, what is the petition? What is the petition?
So basically,
Jazz, and you're speaking on behalf of a million people right now.
Right. You are representing 900.
If you didn't know how to say it, just don't say it.
Anyway, just carry on.
I already seen the article because I have the Google app and it gives me like the little news underneath the Google search. So I seen an article of someone starting a petition for HBO to rewrite the whole series of season 8. And at first they only had like up to 10,000 signatures, but then when I went on Twitter, because I checked Twitter like every other day to see what's trending or not. Mostly because I just want to see the Game of Thrones trending topics, so that way I can retweet it and like it, relate to it. And I seen that it was featured on Twitter that this time it only had like 72,000 signatures. So I was like, you know, I don't know, I signed it, even though I know there's no way that they're gonna rewrite the whole entire season or redo the whole entire season, because that's a lot. Not only for like the writers, but it's mostly a lot for the crew members and the actors, because they said this was like the most like intensive season, and like the actors wouldn't want to redo this all again.
So what's the purpose of signing the petition?
I want to believe that they can redo it. Like, I seen someone say that it would be better if they just like re-edit some of the episodes, which I would prefer. So that's the main reason why I don't want them to redo the whole entire.
So you're unhappy.
I am unhappy.
So what would, ideally, if they was to rewrite it, what would you want? How would you want it to play out this far?
I honestly, I'm fine with where they're going. At first, I was a little bit infuriated because I was Team Dany, Team Daenerys.
That's a lot of people were.
Because, you know, woman power.
Yep.
You know, we got to see her struggle in the beginning and work her way up.
Yep.
And, you know, and for her to just snap within 2 episodes, it's just like...
But she had a reason to snap, though.
Yeah, but it just came, like, all of a sudden. It just came so quick.
It came all of a sudden that Cersei had killed her person. Cersei killed her person.
Cersei.
Well, whoever.
But it just came so quick, so I think it would have been better if they just kind of built it up more of her becoming like the Mad Queen. Then that'd be a little bit better.
So you just wanted it to be a little drawn out?
Yeah, a little bit drawn out.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, they're not gonna be able to please I know that.
Well, obviously they're not pleasing a million people.
Yeah,
I know
that's pretty clear.
I
We got the number.
I know that's
you being included.
I know they're not gonna go by the books and go by the theories or anything like that. Like how everyone was like, "Oh, Bran's the Night King," and when it turns out he wasn't, everyone was disappointed because they felt like that would have been a better plot, especially for the 3rd episode of Battle of Winterfell. That could have been the reason why.
How would that even have worked?
That wasn't even from the books. That's not even from the books right there. That was just a fan theory.
Yeah, it was just fan theory.
I think that was one of the things that happened, is that people had so much expectations with all these theories, and they kind of overshot it a lot and made it these complex theories that in actuality Game of Thrones is just going to keep it simple.
Yeah.
So I think that's why expectations got super high.
I think one theory that people did get right was the whole like Jon becoming a Targaryen.
Yeah. Well, there was hints of it too.
Yeah. So that's one theory that at least came true. People were happy about. Also, a ton of people are pretty mad that, you know, Jon Snow was an extra this season.
Yeah,
he's not relevant.
Yeah, he's not relevant, unfortunately.
Do you think he'll be relevant tonight?
Oh yeah, most definitely. He has to be. It's the last episode.
I don't know. He can just be killed off.
That's true. A lot of people are saying that Daenerys is gonna die this episode, and I feel like she is.
So what team are you on? Who would you prefer to be on the Iron Throne? Alright, how about this? Let's do what your prediction is.
I think nobody's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be anybody on the Iron Throne.
You think you're gonna have a democracy?
Yeah, I don't think it's just
that.
Not gonna be.
No tyrants anymore?
Nope.
In the theory that I just watched, they said that either one of the Targaryens comes out on the throne. A lot of people are saying that Bran is going to be on the throne. Another thing that could happen is that they can like possibly change the whole like democracy and have like no one on the throne.
That's what I think. I think they're not
have, like, a
gonna
whole
have
different,
that.
like Tyrion. Someone said that Tyrion did mention this in the earlier seasons, how that should happen. So maybe.
Yeah, I could see that where Tyrion, where they kill Dany, and then it's kind of like, I think Tyrion and Sansa will set up some type of democracy. I don't know. I feel like Sansa's gonna play into something too.
Yeah.
It also, the theory said that since Dany can't really trust anybody, that Sansa might die because Dany might go back.
I can see her trying to kill Sansa or something.
But I don't think they're gonna go back because normally they don't really travel the whole different.
Back and forth.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Well, we'll see. I mean, I think at some
Well,
point,
can't she
I'm
just get on
sure
her
you're gonna
dragon
see.
and just fly back.
She could.
She could, but
I don't know. I forget what I was about to say.
What is that? Does anybody know what the Night King looked like in real life?
Yeah, it showed
yeah,
them
it
on
showed
the show.
them on the show. What do you look like?
When they created the Night King,
Yeah,
the
'cause
children of the forest.
Yeah, children of the forest.
Oh, I was not paying attention.
I bet you weren't. Man, you may forget what I was about to say.
And that's when people were disappointed.
Alright, how disappointed would you guys be if Daenerys ended up still taking the throne? She killed off everybody that went against her, Tyrion, Sansa. What if it just had that type
Did
of
he play in
ending?
anything else besides that?
What?
Did he play in anything else besides that?
Why, he looks familiar?
No. His
Well,
name is
because there's two.
Vladimir Fritter.
Vladimir.
There's two. You know, there's two actors. There's two actors that played the Night King, and when he
Yeah,
was,
they switched actors.
Yeah, they switched actors.
I do think we're gonna learn more about the Night King and the
Spin-off.
spinoff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be
so I think
happy.
that's why they didn't really focus on it. It was just like a B plot throughout this season. I think that's where a lot of the
What'd you say?
criticism started.
The Night King and the what?
The criticism with the Night King this season. A lot of people were unhappy and unsatisfied because he just kind of died and there wasn't really any background or build up or anything really to it. So I think they are saving that for the spinoff because I think the spinoff is supposed to be on the first long night or something like that. So
I think.
we might learn more about why he tries to kill three-eyed ravens and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that would be more perfect to explain in the spin-off rather than in Game of Thrones because we want to focus
It's
just
always
on.
been a B plot in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we only want to focus on who wants to get the throne, you know. But my only disappointment within the Night King was that first I would have loved to see him duel with Jon Snow, and then Jon Snow lost, and then like I'm fine with Arya killing him. Grandma wasn't.
I would have liked the
But-
fight, a one-on-one fight between Jon Snow and the Night King.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been like the peak, not the peak, but a really good build up in the episode. Also, I wanted.
Or at least if he would have killed the dragon that was blocking him to get to Bran.
Yeah, kill him.
And like, there's another theory that I just thought about that I just came up with. So since there's a Starbucks cup inside the episode, obviously the owner of Starbucks exists in Westeros. What is the chances he gets on the Iron Throne? That's Emilia Clarke. Yeah. No.
She gives a goodbye message. Did you read her goodbye message?
I skimmed it, and then
It's incredibly emotional.
she had a great performance in that last episode.
Yeah, she did. Well,
If you rewatch it and you look at her facial expressions,
yeah,
man,
she
she played crazy pretty good.
She said in honor of tonight's season finale. She didn't say it, but it said in honor of tonight's season finale, Emilia, is that her name? Emilia Clarke shared a touching tribute to the show on Instagram. She wrote, "Finding the words to write this post has left me overwhelmed with how much I want to say, but how small words feel in comparison to what this show and Dany have meant to me. The Mother of Dragons chapter has taken up the whole of my adult life. This woman has taken up the whole of my heart. I've sweated in the blaze of the dragon fire." That was pretty good. "Shed many tears at those who left our family early and wrung my brain dry. trying to do Khaleesi's in the masterful words, actions, and names. I was given justice. Game of Thrones has shaped me as a woman, as an actor, and as a human being. I just wish my darling dad was here now to see how far we've flown. But to you, dear, kind, magical fans, I owe you so much thanks for your steady gaze at what we've made and what I've done with the character that was already in the hearts of many before I slipped on the platinum wave of dreams. Without you, there is no us, and now our watch has ended. Hashtag Mother of Dragons over and out.
Damn.
Aww.
I like how she said our watch has ended.
Yeah, that was good. Do you think Jon Snow will take the throne?
I don't think anybody.
Even though he don't want it.
We don't.
I don't want it.
Well, I'm confused. Why doesn't Arya? Why didn't she, like, if you can go into, like, switch into different faces, like, why didn't you switch into a different face to save yourself from all the fire?
What would changing her face do?
Like, you know,
it's not like
she
they
can change her
attacked her
face to someone that's, like, close to the gate to run out.
It's not that simple. She
She was too deep. The problem was
Yeah,
it wasn't that she couldn't get out. She was just so deep inside the Red Keep.
Yeah.
Once everything started getting burned down, that she had to like try to fight her way out just because.
What was the symbolism of the white horse?
Another person thinks that Bran warged into the horse and kind of like did an Uber situation to help her out.
I like that theory.
I see that.
Uber situation.
All right, so let's do final thoughts or final predictions. Or
Who's calling it?
I'm looking for Jon Snow and Daenerys to be riding the dragon and kill all three of them. Bam! End of the
how about this? How about
I don't
this?
think that's gonna
I want to
happen.
hear Dad's. I think people should hear what Dad has to say about the last episode. What did you think about the last episode? And Daenerys becoming the Mad Queen.
What I think about it?
Yeah.
No, I guess shouldn't matter.
Okay.
I don't, you know. I don't. She might have overreacted a little bit, but you know what? She had all that power, and you know, you get that power, and you just start burning. You know.
So I'm fine. Whatever happens this last episode.
You don't think so? You finished.
You'd be happy with any ending.
Yeah.
Okay, Jay.
I think. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think it'd be cool if I already know. I'm pretty sure Dany's gonna die, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I'd be happy with it as long as it wraps it up in a good way.
So you're just happy that it's over with.
If it just wraps it up, you know.
Which way is a bad way for you?
A bad way, if it just doesn't make sense. I feel like they got a lot of backlash, but at the end of the day, I feel like all the stuff still makes sense. If they wrap it up in a way if it doesn't make sense, then like Bran Stark, if he goes on the Iron Throne,
That doesn't make sense.
that doesn't make sense unless they somehow make it seem like it makes sense. But to me, that does not make any sense. So what? Or one last thing. So what? I think I told Mom or Dad about this. What if it was like history repeats itself, where Daenerys goes and kills, say, like Sansa, a Stark, and then the whole rebellion has to start with Jon Snow and Gendry Baratheon, because that would be history repeating itself, because that's what the same thing happened with her father. She killed one of the Stark, and then Ned Stark and Robert Baratheon started a whole rebellion to rebel against their father. It ends up, and then...
You killed Leona?
Huh?
You killed Leona?
No, but his son. No, not his son. I don't know how Leona died. She died just
I think she died during birth.
during birth or something, but she killed Ned's brother.
So let's go over our financial terms for this week's talk. Regression. Regression means to return to a former or less developed state. Financially, regression measures the relation between the mean value of one variable, such as sales, with corresponding values of other variables, such as time and cost. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into financial terms and examples of regression, but here is a simple example. You have a pool cleaning business, and you want to measure the relation between your revenue, your income, right, with the temperature. To analyze the impact on your business profit and sales. Now, you may be asking, how can I translate spiritual regression into my spiritual portfolio? Well, let's put this in our wide spiritual lens. Have you heard the term backsliding? Backsliding spiritually means to go backwards, fall away. Backsliding is when a person regresses back to their old habits that take them away from God to chase their own desires. Well, that was it for today. Do you have anything to leave out with, Jamie?
Our watch has ended.
Our watch has ended. Jasmine, would you like to leave out with anything?
Our watch has ended.
Our watch is ended.
About you, Bob.
Our watch is ended.
There you go.
Until next time. Bye.
Cheerio.
We would love to hear your comments and your feedbacks on any points from today's show. Please visit our website at www.spiritual-tea.net. We'll be sure to share it on our next episode. Yeah?
Yep. Sounded good.
Well, that's all for today's episode of Spiritual Tea Podcast. Thanks for joining us over a cup of tea. Be sure to follow and subscribe to our show to hear weekly episodes and previous episodes. I invite you to join us next week for more Spiritual Tea.
Yep.
And if you haven't already, please be sure to visit our website. You can find more episodes, our short show notes, Spiritual Tea swagware, as well as any special links or websites that we spoke about today. We hope that you receive abundant blessings this week. This is your week. We look forward to next week. Many blessings.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you. Bye.